didn't I?
That's what we did.
I think I made it till 9.
The only reason we even made it that late is Charlie wanted to try to stay up, and she made it to like 10:45, and then we nudged her and woke her back up. She was so close. Otherwise, we were like, let's just celebrate London's and call it a night. But
Yeah.
I would like to address tonight the mayor's public statements, media responses, and allegations that question the motives of those who oppose his project. Recorded
Who's
incidents.
listening to that? Somebody listen to politics or a meeting?
Really.
I'm not sure where it's coming from.
That's our good buddy Jeff.
But now we got some weird feedback stuff going
on.
We're having all sorts of problems tonight.
We are having.
Am I the only one that sees a little thing that says you're in a practice session?
No.
We're not anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah. I was wondering the same thing. I thought, what?
We are live on YouTube, so you may go ahead and start, Elizabeth.
All right. Did you send
wherever
out
you are?
Did you send out the new
Kenny Bowman? It's got.
I emailed it, and while you get started, I'm going to put it in the chat so people can download it from the chat.
Okay. I am going to I'm better off with pen and paper, so I'm just going to send mine to print. And if God help me, if I'm not muting sound, you're going to all have to listen to my dog because she goes crazy with the printer when it goes off. All right. Can you hear her?
Not right now.
Oh, okay, good. Then
I heard a slight bark in the background, maybe, but it wasn't.
And my background noise cancellation must work. Okay. Anyway, Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to the first meeting of the year on January 6th. I already can't believe it's the 6th. It feels like it's only the 2nd. I don't know where the days are going already. So tonight we are going to score the PSA Club Showcase. And then we get to look at everyone's favorite images of the year that Jane put together. And then we have show and tell from John and Leonid. And then we have the President's Challenge. I personally only received one photo from one person, and I passed that off to Jeff, but I don't know if anyone else sent any to Jeff.
Yeah, I got something from, let's see, Bernard.
Yeah.
And Sally Schweitzer.
Okay, good. And then if there's time, we can look at images from Shalom as well from the trip in October. So, do we want to score first to make sure we get that done? Jeff?
Do what?
Do we want to score PSA Club Showcase first to make sure we get it done?
I suppose.
Hey, Jeff, can we actually send it instead of a PDF file? Can we send it as Excel file?
No, that's the wrong file, Clint. The new one, I sent a new email out just now.
Okay.
And then there's a Word document that I put in the chat. Either one you can use.
Thank you.
I normally supply a spreadsheet file, but my file disappeared. So I have to use what they sent me instead, which is a Word document.
Jeff, this is not my normal setup. So will I be able to score this later on? Will I be able to look at the images and score them later on? Or do I have to do it now?
You could probably watch the video later on.
Oh, okay. Good idea. All right. Thank you.
Or you can just write it down on a sheet of paper. It's 1 through 99.
Yeah. I think it might take less time if I just watch the video later. Because I think we can get the score sheets in within a couple days, right?
Yeah.
I came out of my anesthesia okay, so spent most of the afternoon napping, so hopefully I can stay awake for the meeting, but please don't judge me. It's just one of those things. So I will be able to score it by watching the video. Okay, yeah, my brain still isn't quite caught up to everything, I don't think. Okay, sounds good.
I
Jeff,
think
I
you
have
said,
1 through 84.
Yeah,
Yeah.
isn't that one
Well,
through 99? Do we add it on?
we probably don't need it.
yeah, I
If this
thought
is
it
the
was
official
1.
one. It's probably 84.
Yeah, the sheet
It
on it
must
says 80.
be. Let me see. Yeah, there's only 84. Okay. I don't know where I got 99, but hopefully I've got the right one. Oh, I gotta change this.
All right. So before we get started, Bob, Christian, I see you put a message in the chat, but I don't understand. Do you need help with something regarding this? I don't understand your message. Otherwise, we'll just.
That's what I was typed in error.
Oh, okay. All right. Just wanted to make sure. All right. So before we start judging, when you get the score sheet, you're gonna see that numbers 7, 19, 31 across that row are X'd out. Those are our 7, so we do not score them. Along the bottom of the score sheet is suggestions, guidelines to follow when you're scoring. So we usually score 2 through 5, 2 being the worst, 5 being the best. And there are guidelines for how many of each you should have. So roughly 4 to 6 5s, 30 plus 4s, 40 plus 3s, and 5 or no more than 10 2s.
Yeah, those aren't guidelines, Elizabeth. Those are requirements.
It says guidelines right in the sentence.
Well, I know in the past they've rejected them if we put too many 5s or too low of 5s or. So so if it is guidelines, that's great. But in the past, they used to reject them if we put the score too many, too high, or not enough 2s. So I would try to stay within those if possible.
Okay. And Jeff, are you going to run through them once for us to see?
Yeah, once I get it completely organized here, I think I've got it right. Yep, that's image number 1. Okay.
We probably have to go a little bit slower this time because it's a little bit more, it's not like the Excel sheet where you can go through it quicker. Seeing it's a Word document.
Yeah, that's why I'd rather do a Word
Oh,
or a spreadsheet.
we've always done the Word one, so I'm okay with this. I'm good. I'm ready.
Desktop number 2. All right. So, are you seeing an image of a boat?
Yes.
Yes.
And just so you all know, I'm going through and I'm writing them all down now, and then on the first pass, this is what I do, and then I will quick count up before we run through them a second time and see what needs adjusting. Otherwise, we'll be running through this 5 times.
You'll probably be running through them 4.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
To be
I
fair,
know.
as Jeff mentioned, Alan, you can also rewatch the video too.
Oh yeah, I'm
If
not.
things are just going too quick.
All right, I have one question because I think I always have this problem with IMAX. Is that picture on someone else's screen in focus?
Oh, it's blurry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's blurry.
Okay, thank you. My last iMac, all the pictures were blurry, whether they were sharp or not, so I wasn't sure. All right, now I'm ready. Thank you.
Actually, what I need to do, I'm almost ready.
Okay.
I can do this. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Come on, go back. want to show. Is that going to stay? Good. So I can, don't have a place where I can read the numbers easy.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can read the number.
Yeah, now you should be able to see the numbers too. So, all right, I'll go through this slowly. I'll read the numbers off so that if you want to score them, you can score them, but we'll probably go through this a couple times. Like I said, there's 84 images. I'll try to remember to tell you the ones not to score. Here's number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7 is ours, number 8, number 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 is ours, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 is ours, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37,
If this is muted or not.
38, 39, 40,
You could eat. Go ahead and eat.
41,
Come on.
42, 43.
That's ours.
Yep, thank you.
Yep.
44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55 is ours, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62,
You want
60,
this previously?
Yeah, let me read it.
64, 65, 66, 67 is ours, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79 is ours, 80, 81, 82, 83, and 84. Is there? All right, I'm gonna go through it again. Lost.
Jeff, are you planning the same speed or a little slower?
I can go a little slower.
Great, thanks.
Yeah, you were pretty fast that first time.
Yeah, well, it's a go through first time just to get you sort of. I'll try to count more numbers in between. All right, let me get back to that.
Okay, now I took print screens of each one of them. So that's how we're going to judge them. I'll print the doggone sheets and then we'll score them that way.
I think we got to get a few people to mute.
Yeah, I was going to say
Kenny
that's.
was
I
in
was
there.
looking to hit the mute all button, and in screen share I can't get to it. But yeah, it would be nice if everybody could mute themselves, unless you get a question, of course. All right, let's start over. This is number 1. This is 2. This is 3. 4. 5. 6. 7, which is ours. 8. 9. 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 is ours, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 is ours, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43 is ours, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55 is ours. 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67 is ours. 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79 is ours. 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. I'll give you a few minutes here to just check your scores. So do you guys want me to go through it again?
I don't think so, but
I got all mine in. Jeff, do we send these back to you?
Ken, do you want them or should I take them?
I'm willing to take them, Jeff, if you wanted to send them to me.
Okay. Send them all to Ken.
I think we probably need his email.
Yeah, I can put that in.
You gonna put it in the chat, Jeff?
Yeah. Come on. There we go. I don't need to share again. I was going to quit sharing. So has everybody gotten them good, or do you need me to run through it once more? Hearing no complaints.
I've been over here talking on mute. Saying basically that if no one speaks up, we're going to move on.
Can always rewatch it off the YouTube channel if you want to make sure. But
You know, I was thinking just that I'm looking at my number fives and just highlighting them to count it. And I thought I did pretty good, like keeping it to 4 to 6. I think I'm on 22 right now. So yeah, I'm going to need to rewatch it.
It's all right. I'll have to go through and score it
Ken?
myself when I get a chance.
Chris here, could you go over the fours and the threes? How many are we allowed?
About 34s and about 43s.
It's on the bottom of the scoring sheet.
Yeah, it's
That's
on
where
the
they got it
bottom
from.
of the sheet.
It doesn't say the word about, it says 30s, 40 plus.
So the numbers don't add up technically. Like
Right.
if you're to do like 5 5s and 5 2s, that's what, 10.
Yeah, that
So
leaves
you'd
you.
end up with 80, which is too much because there's what, 1, 2,
7,
3,
8,
4,
7.
5, 6, 7 that we don't vote for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, just generally, I know we kind of said they'll throw you out, but they'll throw you out if you have like 25 fives.
Well, I
No, I think you'll be okay with the 30s, the threes and the fours you shouldn't have a problem with.
Yeah. 3s and 4. It's more the 5s. You don't want to go over 6 5s.
Yeah.
And
10 twos.
Yeah.
But they still want you to have like 5 twos in there,
Yeah. Which is always hard because that's not really the way you end up judging a competition, but
I scored how I see it.
Yeah,
The
I've
question I
complained
have,
about this way, but it's the way they decided to do it, so.
so what is the range for 4s and 3s? It just says 30 plus and 40 plus.
That's it.
Right, anywhere in that area.
It says
I wouldn't-
40 plus or minus, and
Plus or minus
30
what?
plus or minus.
If you end up with 42, no one's going to throw your score sheet out. If you end up
Yeah.
with 47, 46, you're potentially now going to get tossed out. I would
And
say
I
if
don't-
you're within 2 or 3 plus or minus of those numbers, you're probably fine.
Yeah. The middle numbers aren't the important ones. It's the 6s and the 5s and the 2s that you need to watch. Because I don't think they're going to care too much if we don't put enough 2s in, because there aren't that many in there that I saw that would be 2s. And it's just more trying to keep the 5s down to from 6 or 4 to 6. And 3s and 4s, yeah. I don't think she
Interchangeable.
goes and counts every single 3 and 4 that everybody scores on every score sheet, because she has something like 200-300 score sheets she takes in. So she just basically eyeballs it. So don't make this too hard on yourself.
All right. Does anyone need more time? Or should we move along? And I will take silence as a move along. Do you want to keep going, Jeff, or do you want to break and Jane can do the favorite images?
Yeah, I can do the president's thing.
All right, President's Challenge.
Yeah, I just have to find it. Which with my messy desktop, President's Challenge. It's Make Me Say Wow, right?
Make Me Say Wow was December. There might be a couple in the sky from November. Not sure.
I didn't have anything for
Okay.
November.
All right.
Or I might have had 2 images for November, so.
Okay.
I basically just did December, and I can show the 2 images from November. And it's gonna be.
I think, Jeff, I think I put all the ones that I got for Make Me Say Wow in the newsletter. So if you want to see all of them, because I think there was one from Adele too.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah, I've got that one too.
So,
I think I have them all
okay.
from that.
Yep. And people can go and read the newsletter as well. It's a wonderful newsletter full of information. They should be reading it
All
and
right.
seeing them
Let
anyway.
me know if you don't hear sound. You see the picture, right?
Make Me Say Wow, yes.
Yeah.
I have sound. great. They did make me say wow. And I don't know who did the rainbow one, but that one just made me smile. Thinking about nicer days to come.
Sorry about the display in the middle there. It wouldn't go away. Strange.
I didn't even notice it.
Oh.
I was looking at the pictures.
Well, that's good. Well, let's see. I can show. I think I can show. What did we have for November? I had, yeah, 2 images. There's number 1.
Yeah. I like that.
And that was the other one.
The geese.
Little too hard to do a slideshow on 2 images.
Yeah. I have a lot of pictures of geese because you go out birding and then nothing shows up and then you just say, screw it, I'm going to take pictures of geese because I got to take pictures of something. But I like those. I like that concept because in my mind, when I think of in the sky, I'm always thinking star trails or Milky Way. So I like that it was something else.
Yeah.
All right, Jane, would you like to
Okay.
present favorite images?
Yes. So after share, Jeff, I have to find something that says video.
Yeah, make sure you optimize for video and make sure it has sound checked as well.
Okay. Oh.
That was a great variety. I mean, it's like not just wildlife and flowers. That was a really good variety. So thanks to all who participated. Jane, thank you for putting that together every year. I can't imagine how much work that is. So huge thank you to you.
You're welcome.
It is so awesome to see all those pictures at the end of the year or beginning of the new year. Take your pick. Wow. How do we top that? Who wants to go first in the show and tell?
I can go first.
Okay.
Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, do you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Oh, hold on. Okay, so let me introduce myself. My name is Leonid, and I joined the club about a year ago, and I do landscape photography. And when I started some time ago, I really was into sunrises, sunsets, like probably everyone does. So colorful sky, like this image that you see. But then I kind of shifted my interest, and today I want to show very different landscapes, like no sky landscapes. And here, most of the images, as I said, won't have any sky, and they are smaller scenes. I do like woodlands, and I often go to the woodlands during different seasons and photograph them. And I'm really looking into light and like backlight, like on this scene. And this one was shot in Macon in Dodgers Bay Gorge, this small park. And the light was very beautiful. Shadows from the trees were nice too. So kind of caught my eye. This very small, kind of regular scene, basically. Another example of kind of light, and when I kind of saw the like a pocket light, basically in the distance. This is another backlit scene. Shot it in my backyard. It was kind of like shadows were very blue and yellow. Last leaves on a was late fall. Just few leaves were left on the trees. So these birches don't exist anymore, and I guess I kind of got the only image of them. This is
Wow.
kind of that was shot on a north beach on Port Washington. And it was right after sunrise, and I was walking along the beach looking for something to photograph. And on the left side from me, there was some kind of trees, and these birch trees under the sun were illuminated by the sun, and around it was very dark, other trees, and it was very. Kind of saw it kind of saw it accidentally, and okay, that got a kind of nice image. I really like it, and if you look closer in those leaves, you may see a face between those V-shaped birches. Do you see it? Like, yeah, eyes,
mouth, yep,
mouth, yeah, or maybe it's a African mask, something like that. I
That's
don't
what
know.
it looks like.
So I don't know. Someone probably was watching me from the shadows. So that's another after sunrise shot. And what was interesting here, that's in Harrington Beach Park, in this Quarry Lake. And what was interesting is kind of half where the sun was shining into was bright, and the shadows were blue. So it's kind of mix of blue light, blue hour, and golden hour in the same picture. From the same day, just different. What I really liked here is the reflection and symmetry of the tree, which was illuminated, and the background was kind of dark in the shade. I guess another one from the same location, just some fallen branch and some reflections of the tree, of the leaves, and the blue sky. So that's why it's so blue. was kind of interesting, very peaceful morning actually. So this one is probably one of my favorite little pictures. I shot it several years ago, and it was quite rainy day. The picture probably doesn't tell that it was rain, but it was very late fall, no leaves, and that's Lapham Peak. And I went to kind of climb the tower in Lapham Peak, and I was looking around, and I suddenly saw some very bright yellow or raw orange spot below me, and this was this tree. So this was the only tree basically that had leaves, and around all these old oaks, and they're almost without leaves. And that's for me it looks like like some enchanted princess maybe, and the guards around it. So I call it enchanted. This picture. The same picture, same scene, but different year, and that was very foggy day and completely different feeling of this location. But kind of about the same time, just a different in different year.
Like the foggy one.
Yeah, that was very nice day. It was 2 years ago, I think, was when we had like several very foggy days in a row. And I just drove there. This one, for me, it looks like dancing, some dancer dancing, like twirling dancing. And that was just a tree, and in the middle of the day actually, and the tree was separated from the background, and it was kind of interesting to see. I shot it with a long lens. I was quite far away from it. Okay, next few images. So before the first series, they were more like woodland, and now the next several images are more. So they are basically minimalist images with very small kind of scenes, very small subjects in them. So this is just a small piece of ice on a shore during winter. I think it was last year that I shot it, or 2 years ago. That's another from the same location, just different piece of ice. And it was interesting how it was kind of standing a little piece of ice. I don't know, maybe 10-inch, not more than 10-inch in size. So I guess these two pictures have some sky, but sky is not important here. That's another one. This bigger piece of ice, it looked like a diamond, and with some sun. It was at sunrise, and sun was a little bit illuminating ice from behind, so it was kind of looking like glowing a little bit. Leaves, that's very. I really like to shot leaves, like single leaves or someone. So this was frost on the ground. The frost was started to melt, but this part of the grass was in the shade, so it was melting slower, and you can see there are some like my cursor. So here you can see some drops of that ice already melted, but here on the leaf it was still there. So it was very small. And what is interesting with this kind of photographs, it's kind of, you have to look from what direction you can shoot them and decide to shoot it on the left, on the right. And this is from the same basically location, just differently. But kind of interesting that you're looking for something very small in a lot of kind of chaos, and trying to find something that can stand out and be a little bit interesting. Leaves and reflection on the water and ripples. So that's a great thing. So this image, it's an Reach Run. Do you know this Reach Run in West Bend Park? So it has a very small creek and a lot of trees around it. And reflection in this creek is really nice. And all these ripples. The cool thing is here that you can stand on the same spot and next minute it will be completely different composition, like this, the same leaf, but you just maybe move a little bit left or right, or wait a few minutes, and you see that ripples are different and colors are different, and like it changes completely your photograph. Just one small leaf that got stuck on a tree. And it was kind of like gray tree and yellow small leaf, very kind of nice contrast. Just two leaves they were on some log. I didn't arrange them. That's how they were there. And on the same log, but a little bit different, like there was three leaves, so it was from basically the same spot, two different compositions. And this one was interesting. It's a 7-bridge park, so it was on a bridge, and it's kind of shadow from the rails with this arrow, and one leaf that was by it. Again, I didn't put this leaf there. It was there, just photographed it. But this scene kind of reminded me you two song. Who's to say? What was this? Who's to say where who's to say where the wind will blow? So kind of, and you can say, yeah, it's a rare arrow that will blow this way. Okay, and then several images that I wanted to show is more abstract images. So here, no specific subject, and I really got very interested in abstract photography recently, because it's kind of like a treasure hunt. You just go, look for some small things, never know what you find. Maybe you won't find anything, but sometimes you find this. So this particular image, two others were shot in South Carolina on a beach, and there's some water and some sand. It was evening, and that's why it's kind of glowing yellow, kind of orange, well, yellowish sun, and that's why it's kind of has this. So the water is blue, and the sand was reflecting yellow light, so it was kind of cool, and zigzag shape. From the same beach, do you see, that's just a sand, and do you see any elephants here? So basically, this is one elephant head. This is another elephant head. I don't know. I don't remember if I saw those heads when I shot it, or I saw it after that. But what I was interested in here is kind of just repeating shapes, and that's another one from the same basically place. Okay, that's completely different. That's Lapham Peak foggy day, and I was on a tower and was looking down from the tower, and there was this kind of tree with branches. I don't know if it's that tree or just didn't have leaves. But the background is just a grass, and after rain and fog, it was very bright, kind of orange grass. Sometimes if you don't have anything interesting to shoot, you just do intentional camera movement or SEM, and this one is just, I just zoom in or zoom out while I had the shutter open. And when you look at the scene without this, it's kind of like regular woodland scene, but I got interesting results with this. That's another one is that I just rotated the camera. The few last images that I want to show is their reflections and ripples on the water, and this kind of recently I really very interested kind of for me became like maybe a favorite things to shoot, and those were all. So the color depends on what's around the water, like if it's trees, what color of leaves, or if it's sky. In this case, I don't know, it was just black and white really, but no colors on the water. In this case, I guess it was blue sky and something was reflecting in those ripples, but I don't really know what it was. Don't remember what it is. Another example, you can see some blue parts, that's the sky, some black parts, that's some trees and branches that were above this place. Same place, just maybe a minute later, completely different scene. Another example, blue sky and some branches of trees, but here it looks more like a frozen glass. Similar from the same shot, from the same place. This is again Ridge Run Park, and here you can see that those are trees around the reflection. That was fall season and very nice, different ripples, different depending on the wind or whatever. So you can see like huge variety. You can shot like 100 probably different compositions in 1 hour, and they all look very interesting. So this one, the last image, and probably my favorite from all these abstract photos. So this more look like a painting. Again, it's just the ripples and reflection of the leaves and branch that was above the water, but it really looks like some painting.
Yeah, that one is really cool.
Okay, that's all. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you. Those are all really cool. And I did see the dancer and the elephants and everything. All right. John, you're up. You're on mute, I think, if you're talking, John.
Now, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I do a lot of planes. This is from EAA. It's a kind of a one-of-a-kind. It's a privateer that was converted B-24. They used it for hunting submarines along the coastline. How do I make this go again? Can't get it to go.
Can you just arrow through them?
on my other screen, but I can't get it to move forward.
Hmm. Uh,
If I hit it from the beginning, that's not working well. If I close it, maybe I can start it again.
yeah, you might try. Make sure you're picking your screen and not an app or something. Sometimes you get into that and then it just picks one screen.
Yeah, because now we're on skater number 2.
Yeah. Now do you see it playing?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, this is a MiG-17 from EAA. This is the privateer again. It was kind of a unique plane. This is Grumman Wildcat. PP, which is the Super Fortress B-29. There's only 2 of those in the world. P-47 Bonnie. This is just a stunt plane. You see he flew through a ribbon. You can see them. They're caught on his wings. This is F-35 Lightning II. This is the Blue Angels down at the lakefront this past summer, opposing pass. Again, F-35 Lightning. Blue Angel. He's just reaching his sound of speed at 767, I believe. Now we switch over. I do drag racing. This is in can't think of the name of the town. Cordova, Illinois, at the Cordova racetrack. These are really loud. I mean, nothing compared, these beat the jets. These are so loud. Of course, I'm so close to them. But I'm standing right beside the concrete wall taking these pictures, so they're at one point, one of these rail cars, I think it's in here, he lost control and he's sideways in the track somewhat, coming right at, this is it, and he's coming right at me. He got it under control just before he hit that wall. This is down at Union Grove Racetrack here in Wisconsin. They had the Funny Car Chaos World Series. I like shooting fireworks. This is at Pewaukee Lake. And all the lights you can see in the background around the lake, the people that live there. They have their own fireworks show that adds to the main fireworks show. I love the reflections. Yeah. Here you can see all the residents shooting off their fireworks, competing. Now we go to Road America. Still enjoy it. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I was having trouble with my mic earlier and it just kicked up a thing that my mic wasn't working, so this is turn 7, I believe.
That was a hot weekend.
Yes. This is the Brewer Stadium. I've just been there once this summer and took a couple of pictures. That netting that they have there sucks. This is the steam engine at Hartford. He's actually backing up there. So he gets a full steam coming into town.
That's a cool picture.
This is a great gray owl at Saxon Bog up in northwestern Minnesota. It was 30 below zero when I was there. That was the temperature. This is at the Chicago Zoo.
Lincoln Park or Brookfield?
Brookfield.
Gotcha.
This is at the Milwaukee Zoo. So this is, I think I was with Ken when I shot these. Brookfield Zoo. They have a great ape house or monkey house.
Yep.
Brookfield Zoo again. This is Millennium Park in Chicago. The bean, its official name is Cloud Gate. I like the reflections here. You can see the skating rink down below. And that's it for my show.
Nice. I like this one back. I like that angle of the bean. The
Yeah.
one before the end one.
Yeah, I shooting at the Pettit was really cool this past weekend. I was going to try to put those in and I didn't have time to get that accomplished. So, but
Yeah, those were really cool.
thank you. How do I stop sharing?
All right. Well, thank you both for sharing today. No, stop. All right, so before we go to the field trip for January, but just a quick reminder that our February meeting on the 3rd is a program called Influences and Imitation as a Creative Tool with guest Daniel Gregory. And that on February 14th, we'll be doing Saturday a field trip for a tabletop at the church. I don't know if I didn't see if Brian's on. I haven't scrolled through to see if he has anything to add to that.
Yeah, I don't see Brian here.
All right. I'm sure more information will be coming out about that. So January's field trip, we had talked about either Port Washington and STEAM, which kind of has to be a last minute decision to go because that's very weather dependent, or going to an MSOE hockey game. So I think we wanted to discuss what we would like to do of those two, or if we want to do them. Ken, I know you talked about the hockey. I don't know if you have anything you want to add about that, because you've been there, right?
Yes, we used to go there in the past. I'm gonna just go to their website and see um, when they're playing at MSOE. So let me get the schedule out.
MSOE is warmer than going about down by the lake.
Yeah.
Is it? It's longer and it's ice. So it's cold in there and you're in there longer than you are when you're out shooting in Port Washington, which is probably colder than being indoors with ice, but a shorter period of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't get the wind when you're
True.
in there.
Right.
True. And it's not early in the morning. Although I prefer early morning to night, but do you have a UFO behind you, Ken? What's going on with the blinking lights?
That's one of those little ceramic Christmas trees.
Oh, it looks like a UFO from this angle.
Yeah, because it's you're only seeing a very small part of it. Well, let's see. I don't know if people are interested in going this early, but January 10th, which is coming up this Saturday at 2 o'clock, they have a game that's at home. January 16th, a Friday night, they have a game at 7 o'clock at home.
I would go either one if anyone else wants to go.
Don't all speak up at once.
Yeah, yeah.
So either Saturday or the Friday after would be possible. And the Saturday, would it be two? It would be a two, which would be a day game. And I didn't see too many other games going on in their schedule. But that may be a good one to go to it with a 2 o'clock time. You don't have to worry about driving at night. Anybody interested besides John and myself?
Oh, Saturday, I'm getting a oil change and my tires rotated. So
I'll be up in Dodgeville. Out in Dodgeville, whichever.
I'm still on medical leave, so
Well, Patty, what about the Friday after?
well, I work until 4. I can make it.
Well, it's at 7. It's at 7.
Yeah, so I could make it. I'd rather not drive by myself into the city at night. If I could get a ride with somebody or somebody wants to ride with me or whatever, I always end up parking in the worst place and away from where everybody else parks, and I end up all by myself walking around. And I always freak myself out too much.
Yeah.
Usually you can park right on the street there for the games, or I have in the past when we've done it.
Yeah, this is my tax season. I can't commit to anything. I wouldn't know until the day before if I will not be working.
And I was thinking of February for the Port Washington thing. I think the light will be close, the sunrise will be closer to the lighthouse itself as we get into February.
Okay.
And like we all know, I mean, it's when the temperature gets closer to zero, I think the photography gets a little bit better.
Yep.
Yeah.
Roger, was there anything else interesting at the port? Any ice anywhere or anything else that's might be interesting at this time?
I haven't been downtown. I don't know what's going on there. I could mention that they have finished refurbishing the lighthouse now, and it's bright white instead of mostly rusty.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing that.
I was out there today and there's absolutely no ice on the breakwater at all.
Okay, okay. I guess it's warm enough that it's melted if there was something there.
All right. So have we settled on January 16th for a 7 p.m. hockey game for those interested? And then February kind of short notice for a sunrise in Port.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. Does anyone have
Patty, if you wanted to meet somewhere, we could meet off of 41 in Capitol. Sometimes I've met Jesse and Jane at the Pick and Save on 124th of in Capitol. So if you wanted to meet me there, then we could do that and we can ride down.
Okay. Yeah, we can talk about it and figure something out.
Yeah.
Cool.
John, if
Elizabeth.
you wanted to meet there too, we could probably do that.
Yeah, but for me, from downtown, in Waukesha, I just go straight out.
Yeah, that's true. You're right on 94. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, so you and I may be talking if I can get out of work, and because then I would go, and I'm right probably close to you then because I'm right off 94 in Waukesha.
Well, do you live off of where you used to?
Yeah, I'm near the hospital, but that's, really close to 94.
Yeah. Well, I'm on near Fox Valley Parkway.
I don't know where that is.
Huh.
Lived here like 25 years. I have no clue where that is. But
Yeah.
it can't be too far apart. It's Waukesha.
Right.
We could meet somewhere.
No, that's fine.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Okay.
All right. Who had a question?
Can I throw two other things there coming up real quick?
Yeah, you bet.
So the first one is the orchid show at the Chicago Botanic Garden. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat for those interested because tickets go on sale next Tuesday. The show runs February 7th through March 22nd. If you want to shoot them with a bunch of photographers, and especially if you want to bring a tripod, because you can only use the tripod during the photographer hours. Those are the Tuesday mornings, 8:15 to 9:45, or afternoon, 4:15 to 5:45. When you buy the tickets, you actually have to pick the photographer hour session that you want to get tickets to. If you've never done it before, the photographer hours nice that you shoot from 8:15 to 9:45, and then they usually just come around and tell you, hey, photographer hours ending, can you pack up your tripods? But they let you stay in there and then you can shoot handheld. I shoot during the photographer hour handheld the entire time, so I don't even bring a tripod. But if that's your style, you definitely want to buy that ticket then. So just throwing that out there as one thing that's coming up. The second thing that I'll throw a link out there also is the Out of Chicago. It's the Out of Chicago Live Conference. Their online conference that they do is February 6th through the 8th. I'll be helping host that. I'm not teaching or anything, but I'm hosting, like running the Zoom meetings, that type of stuff. But that's just a really cool all weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Basically like this meeting, like the various instructions that we get, little sessions, like hour and a half sessions all weekend long. So you want to check that out. It lists all the instructors there, and you can register for that. So those are two things I know of coming up that we haven't mentioned.
Do you know when you're going to the orchid show yet?
I think I'm gonna shoot for the 17th. Usually I do it the first Tuesday after Out of Chicago. It's kind of nice because I tend to see a lot of people who I just saw at the Out of Chicago.
Yeah.
But that's the 10th, and that's my daughter's 12th birthday. So it would mean I'd leave here before she got up in the morning. I wouldn't see her in the morning, and then I'd get back like around when she gets home from school. And I was just like, no, I'll do it the following week. So I'm shooting for the 17th. So
Okay.
I would like to go down also, but I would like to go with someone because I'm just that kind of chicken driver and not having ever gone.
oh, it's like the easiest thing in the world to get to. It's
I
right
mean,
off
I've
the
been to
highway.
the gardens, I
Oh,
guess.
okay.
In fact, I was there once last year. I didn't drive though, but
Like an hour and 15 minutes from Menomonee Falls.
I would take a Tuesday off of work to go.
Yeah, that's what I do. I take Tuesday off, and then I take care of a whole bunch of stuff while I'm in
Yeah.
town.
I would take, well, we can talk because
Yeah,
you want to ride down with me going down there.
yeah, please. Or I can drive, whichever. We'll talk.
Yep.
And that kind of ties in. So I know for Wacko, we have the Mike Motes seminar coming up in March. But if you have not seen from Mike Motes, he has started up a flower photography club, for lack of a better word. It's $79, but that is lifetime access. And because this is the first year, and I'm assuming he does this all the time, but there'll be videos out there on, it's all flower photography, but he has guest speakers coming in every month to talk about different types of flower photography, different ways to edit and all of that stuff. So if you're interested, I know I signed up. I know Jesse signed up. So this will tie in nicely with learning how to shoot flowers if I go down to the orchid because I really suck at it. So, all right, I will put
Yeah.
in.
And
Yeah.
please sign up for the March seminar. I mean, it'll be a good 4-hour thing for $15. So
You remember, was that March?
March,
I'm
first Saturday in March.
That's
I
the
can
7th.
tell you that much.
That's what I thought. March 7th.
Yeah.
So yeah, please go out and sign up for that. $15, 4 hours. There's live Q&A, right? After he does a presentation, and then there's live Q&A and a slight break, and then a different presentation and live Q&A on that. So yeah, I have to go get my registration in, but anyone else have anything else coming up? Otherwise we have
Ken,
Wacko and PSA maybe, but
yeah, Ken should talk about the image review group
is that the second
coming up at the end of the month
Yeah.
for
Okay.
Yeah, so basically, there's several of us from the Menomonee Falls Camera Club that belong to River Edge Camera Club, and it had been a active camera club for a long time, but we kept our numbers of people participating had been going down, and so we asked at the Menomonee Falls board meeting if we could join Menomonee Falls as a second program. So basically, on the last Tuesdays of every month, we will be working with Menomonee Falls, and what we really do is we do a lot of photo sharing, and then we do some photo critiquing. And so it's just a good way to bring your photos to the, this will be through Zoom, and you can bring 6 to 10 photos and share them on the screen here, like you saw the other photos this evening. And if you would want, we usually will bring up something that maybe to try to help you with your photos. And then if there maybe is a couple photos that you'd like us to do a very thorough critique on, you can just show us a photo and say you'd really like some feedback on this one. So so that'll be at the same 7 o'clock, the fourth, or not the fourth Tuesday, the last Tuesday of each month.
And I put the link for the Zoom meeting in the chat. And we'll probably send it out as a news email blast to the whole group as well, because it's sort of hard to copy that stuff off the chat. But.
Does anybody have any questions on that?
We've always had a good time, so I encourage you to give it a try. Share your photos and see what it's all about.
Or be a chicken like me and just come to the first one and watch first.
Well, you can do that.
You can do that,
but-
Elizabeth. You can watch.
Thank
But don't feel uncomfortable about bringing some photos in.
We'll see. We'll see. All right, what else? Do we have Wacko or PSA news?
Let's see, Wacko News. Well, it's the March seminar. It's March 7th, $15, $20 general admission if you don't sign up soon. There is no spring competition this year. The next competition will be in fall in November, so you got plenty of time to work on your images. We'll probably talk about some of the rules and all that as we finalize, and we may be adding a cell phone photography section yet by fall. Not sure yet. We're talking about that. We do have a creative altered reality section that anything goes, basically. So that's a new section that we've added and that we're trying out for 3 competitions to see if we want to keep it.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I
think
kind of like that photo with the shark in the bathtub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't
That's a
Jim
good creative one right there.
Didn't Jim win the creative in the fall competition? Jim
Yeah.
Karofsky?
Yep.
Yeah, that was an awesome picture.
So I think that's all we have for
Well, what about the
Wacko.
digital form, Jeff? Anything?
Oh, yeah, I suppose. Just a minute, I lost my cursor. Oh, no. We've got a pretty good lineup coming up on digital forums so far. I just have to find it. scheduled topics. Here we go. All right. So for January, we have Rad Drew on how I did it using Lightroom Mobile for iPhones and Android. So he'll be talking about processing and how to shoot with your iPhone or Android cell phone. In February, I have Dan Anderson talking about how to print your images. Going to be a little tricky, but he's going to give some tips on printing your own images at home. In March, I have Chris Scott talking about On1 Photo Raw 2026, and he thinks by then the 0.5 version will be out. So that should be nice for people that are interested in On1 Photo Raw. I don't have anybody for the next couple months, and then in June I'm going to have Jason Odell, and we're still determining what he's going to talk about. So we've got a good lineup coming, and I've got April and May I still have to fill. So
I know I've mentioned before, Rad is great. So if you're interested in the cell phone, right? I think you said he was doing cell phone for you.
Yep.
Rad Drew is a really good one to catch.
I noticed he's one of the speakers at out of Chicago, Ian, for this next program.
Yep. Yeah. The live one or the Longwood, or both.
The live one that
Longwood Gardens.
No, not the garden one. The one in that's just a webinar for the weekend.
Out of Chicago Live.
Out of
Yeah.
Chicago, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not
I saw
surprised.
his name there, and I think they mentioned they had like 50 photographers for that program.
Yeah, it's 3 days back to back to back to back to back. And the cool part is they record them all. So when you're all
they
done,
record them all, and then I think you can look at them for up to a year.
it's even longer usually. Usually, like I can still go back and look at old ones that I've attended. So yeah, at least a year is usually how Chris phrases
Okay.
it. So yeah, Rad is in there. A lot of good, amazing photographers in there.
Great. Be good to see how he does. So digital forums the fourth Saturday of the month at 10 o'clock in the morning. You can find the link on the Wacko website. PSA, we have I don't remember the guy's name. He talking about square foot photography, where he shoots something, I guess, in small segments. You do need to be a PSA member, national member, to belong to the PSA chapter. Chapter meets 4 times a year, November, January, March, and then they do a May outing. Their May outing this year is Green Bay, so that should be an interesting outing. So if you're interested, let me know and I can get you more information. We used to have a few members here that went to chapter. I don't know how many are still coming. And that's, I think, it for me.
All right. That Out of Chicago Live doesn't tell you how much it costs.
No, they haven't posted. I think it's around $300. That sounds about right.
All right.
Because registration hasn't opened yet, but
Correct.
it'll probably open up very soon. I don't know the exact date that they're releasing.
Yeah, should. It's coming up fast.
Yeah, I know. I was just looking. I was surprised. They just started their they had a free webinar today. I know
I know I was
by.
supposed to sit in on that, and then I got stuck in a meeting.
So they'll start doing a bunch of those leading up to it. That's kind of
Okay.
how they promote it. Is a lot of the instructors that you'll see there.
Oh, I was
Not
gonna
all
say,
of them.
was that one of the instructors that will be?
I'm sure it was. Yeah.
He was doing minimalist wildlife photography or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Small.
architecture photographers, landscape,
Yeah.
macro. There's all sorts of stuff.
Cool. All right.
Oh, I guess I hope everybody got the group photo. If
Yep.
anybody sees a mistake, please let me know. My spelling is horrible. And make sure I got everybody's in the right spot too. So thanks, Clint, for shooting it. You did a great job on getting everybody nice and sharp. So
I don't know about sharp. It could have been a lot better, but
all right.
I'm glad I shot it like 8 times because every single picture except for one, everyone actually had their eyes open. So it's good to shoot multiple times.
Yep.
All right. Who was just going to ask a question?
Just to review, we're sending our today's judging sheets to Ken Warning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's gone.
All right. Ken, when's the last date we can send them to? I'll do mine tomorrow, but
I'll have to look it up.
I don't think she needs them by the end of March or April. So you've got time, but I would say they should send them to you in the next 2 weeks.
Yep. Or we'll forget. Yes.
Yeah.
That allows time to go back
Yeah.
and watch again if we need to. All right. Does anyone
Somebody took a phone picture and has already sent it to me, so. So that works. If you don't have a scanner, use your phone.
a scanner? I can't just mail you the document?
Well, that'll work too.
Oh, okay. Okay, good.
It's not the friendliest to fill out.
Eh. I know, that's why I'm not doing it tonight. I'll try it tomorrow.
What do you know? And we made it to 9 o'clock.
We did. All right. Anything else from anyone?
Elizabeth, I looked up the when Chicago went on sale last year, and it was the 15th. So probably about a week they'll probably open it up. That's just my guess based off of last year.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
All right, last call. There's nothing else. We can adjourn for the evening. And everybody have a great month. John, I'll email you about the 17th.
Thanks, Jane.
Happy New Year.